Hey, welcome back to another RSG stream. I'm Ranger J 1999. Welcome to the lunch stream. The lunch stream is where we kind of just hang out for you guys for an hour while you enjoy your delicious lunches full of vitamins and minerals for growing boys and girls. So to give you something to listen to and break up the doldrum of any day, work day that you might be experiencing. Joining me is the cast of characters you've come to grow and love. And let's go down the list of who they are. We've got Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman. That's your cue, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman.
Sorry, I'm on my phone and I have to unmute, and this whole thing is weird because I'm not on my computer. Hi, everyone.
Right. Also joining us is the French tickler himself, Grande Patron.
How about now?
How about now? Also the Mechanic Grim.
How's it going?
How's it going with you? We have the Apprentice, Sanely Red.
Hello there, great to be on.
And who else do we have? Who else is on the call?
I think that's it.
That's it? No, nobody else.
Well, that reminds me.
Reminds you about what?
I forgot to add Mike.
I already did. But check if I you double check me. So welcome to the lunch stream. If you have questions, well, go ahead and get them in. We'll do a roster review and everything. Jesus Christ, what is that noise?
Sorry. That would be Mike.
Mike, good Lord.
Doesn't my silence seem better now?
No. Dr. Finn.
All right, fine. Then I can go.
No, Finn, no, it's too late, Dr. Finn. Finn, no, don't do that. Get your questions in. Sanely will get them scooped up and get them read, and we'll try to get to as many questions as we can. Make sure you guys give us a thumbs up, subscribe if it's your first time here. Welcome to the show. We really appreciate it. So we'll go into the meat and potatoes, getting ready for another Territory Wars. Just did the Heroic Fifth Raid. We're getting ready for light side territory battles coming up. We had a great show yesterday. Dr. Finn, we are working on yesterday's episode. We were trying to do some stuff with the iTunes stuff and some other things you're working on as the mad scientist you are. Where are we with the show from yesterday and what's going on?
All right, so just as a quick update as to what's going on, like Ranger was mentioning, we know there's been some issues with iTunes and it's saying that things are currently unavailable. I believe I know why it is happening. In order to test that it is what we think it is, we had to pull yesterday's episode, so it's temporarily down, but it will be up in about 2 hours. The video is uploading right now, so in about 2 hours, it should be up for everybody, and we'll put it in the RSG media channel in our RSG Discord, and you guys will be able to watch it, and we will be able to test if what we think it is actually the reason why it is, and then we can try and find a more permanent solution than always having to pull the video. So that is where we are. 2 hours.
All right. Let's see. So we've had some updates on the rewards. They went to the old rewards, I guess. So I just finished my guild just finished the Heroic Sith Raid. See how much longer we have. 9 minutes. We can look at the rewards. We'll see. I kind of finished at the bottom. I'm curious to see what the rewards are going to be. I'm kind of doing an experiment by myself. Let's see what we get. But we can look at that here in a little bit. So go ahead and get your questions in. We do have a roster review today, so we'll go ahead and get into that here. But let's start off with some questions. Things are just kind of plowing along. Sanely, I'm sure you already scooped up some questions. What do we got out there?
Nick Boo 1. Which Zeta next? R2 Combat Analysis or CLS Rebel Maneuvers? Team is CLS, Raidhan, Chase, and R2.
The team is what now?
CLS, Raidhan, Chase, and R2.
So he's basically looking at. Let me kind of jump in here real quick, and let's read them both so we can remember what they are.
Well, Rebel Maneuvers is the leader one. I don't think you need the Zeta for that.
That's the one where every time an enemy resists a detrimental effect, Rebel allies gain
5% turn meter, yeah.
that could sort of be good if you're going CLS versus with a mostly Rebel team versus Empire. So that could sort of be good there. And then the other one he's got is R2. Which one on R2?
Combat analysis.
So then combat analysis is basically the one where when they score a crit, they get a debuff. They get cleansed.
Right, that's bad.
Spell all debuffs. Probably, which is going to feed turn meter to the other team.
Well, just the Empire team, the Emperor Palpatine
the Empire team. It's gonna the Palp lead. It's gonna feed them turn meter, but it can also get rid of days. Mm-hmm. I'd probably go with the R2 one. It probably is more effective. But the other thing too is we might think you really don't need it for
save it for something else or use it for something else.
You could. I mean, we could. I'd almost like to see what are our other choices, not arena wise.
Yeah.
Or maybe a second arena team. Anybody else have any thoughts?
I would hold on to it. Yeah, I agree with that assessment. You know, let's see what else you got.
Wait, what was the question?
So we have he's trying to figure out which Zeta to do CLS lead or to do R2's combat analytics. And my thought was, what are my other choices?
Analysis, not analytics.
Well, I tell them the same thing I've been telling everybody here recently is, wait and see what the bounty hunters have in store. They're coming soon, so if you don't mind waiting a little bit to see what's coming, because those two Zetas that you just asked about will always be there, and you might be kicking yourself wishing you had Zetas when the bounty hunters come out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some great Zetas. Veers.
Yeah.
I mean, Thrawn, Nihilus, Scion, Palpatine lead,
crew,
Finn lead, crew, double crew, FOT. First order stormtrooper. I mean, we can kind of go down the line on some really great Zetas. Wampa. I mean, there are some really good ones that you could do in some other places. Believe it or not, I was actually. I mean, Phoenix, Jin. I mean, there are some really great Zetas out there that you might think of as being a better choice than for your arena team.
Yeah.
Word.
Science. All right. Next question.
Keith Cosentino. Question for those that are not getting Treya for 6 or more months. Should they focus on something other than arena?
No. There will always be a way. There will always be a way to counter Treya.
Right.
You already have the characters. There's 145 characters in the game. There is a way for you to win without Treya. Just like there was a way for you to win without GK. Just like there was a way for you to win without OG Han. There is always a way. There's always a counter already in your bag of tools between basics, specials, uniques, and leaders for you to counteract that team. Don't give up hope.
Rebellions were built on hope, Grande.
That's right.
All right, next question.
Keith Cosentino. Question: Raid Han and GK didn't turn the arena as much as Treya will. Should she have been a villain's journey to make her more accessible?
Well, yeah, that's a huge assumption. Sorry. I got to take...
I totally agree with Ranger on this one.
You're assuming a lot. We don't know yet. Yeah, I mean, again, things on paper, things that we're seeing, things that give credence to that. But again, we don't know what the effect is going to be on the meta until she's fully out there. And really, I mean, again, too many assumptions there. I mean, No.
Well, I've watched the videos of people using Treya. She
She's
is
good.
not gonna be
She's fantastic.
she's not gonna be the be all end all character in Arena. She requires specific characters and specific Zetas to make her work right.
I mean,
and there are many counters for those specific characters and those specific Zetas.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know one way or the other yet, so let's put the brakes on, assumptions until we know for sure what we're actually seeing from the data. Now, if the data proves that she is OP and that with that combination of people are struggling, I mean, there's a lot of factors that you have to take into consideration when looking at what the effect is going to be on the population. So let's take a step back. Let's see what happens as more and more of her show up in Arena, and what is the counter? How effective is the counter? Let's see what the numbers start showing before we start assuming anything.
Also, she isn't very great when she's fractured.
No, nobody is. So you can't argue with that. All right, next question.
Fame Kyrell. Can I get a shout out for Cantina Lords 2 for setting the world record of beating the heroic Sith Raid at 114 million GP?
Yes, we can. Congratulations. Now be nice.
Consider yourself shout it out.
Yeah, it's a huge shout out. That's impressive. Most impressive.
Paul Morgan, question when facing Treya in Phase 3. Do you notice that for some teams, using standalone equals out to the same amount of damage from a single character versus the entire team?
Standalone. It's too early in the morning to do math.
Isn't that the point?
Go ahead, Dr. Finn.
Sorry, I'm mildly confused by the question because
I was kind of thinking about it too. Like,
well, I mean that's the point, right? That's the whole Chex Mix team. Because if you have 4 attackers, when you stand alone, Han Solo is going to get 400% offense. If you have 4 attackers,
stand alone.
So I mean, the standalone is designed for you to increase the damage, assuming that you have 4 attackers, right?
That's
if you have something less, you're not getting 100% offense from those characters, so it's not going to be the equivalent of a full team. It'll be the equivalent of like 3 characters or 3 other characters or 2 other characters, depending on the number of attackers. I mean, that's kind of what standalone is designed for you to do, and why the Chex Mix team works. So, I'm not sure I fully understand the question, because that's what the mechanic should be if you have 4 other attackers or 5 attackers in total.
All right. Next question. Let's do one more question, and then we'll get to the roster review.
All right. Top ARPA question: best team for BB-8 and Sith Raid and Phase. No JTR.
You're going to run him on some version of a slingshot team with an Akbar lead that lets you get more done with an Ezra or something. I mean, that would probably, CLS, OG Han are going to go on some form of a Chex Mix team. So you're going to end up trying to use BB-8 to get the rest of your rebels to go faster. So you're going to end up running it with some kind of a team like that.
Well, I'll put this out there. I was testing something out. Crew lead, First Order Stormtrooper, First Order Executioner, BB-8, and Hermit Yoda. 4 mil in Phase 2.
Nice.
That actually sounds pretty good.
That sounds what?
Yeah, dude, you should see all the healing when BB-8 pops his Illuminated Destiny.
Nice.
Everyone's back to full everything.
Yeah. All right. So let's get to the roster review. And Dr. Finn, who are we reviewing? Who are we reviewing for today's roster review?
So today we're reviewing Jolly, and Jolly
Yeah, I'm looking at his roster. Why are we reviewing his roster?
So
It looks great.
Yep, he's doing fine in arena. He's not looking really for arena help. What he's looking for is more to optimize his Sith raid teams. He wants to know who he should focus on. He said he's spending a little bit of money, so he's not sure who he should gear 12 next. Because he can't just gear 12 everyone, so he wants to know of his roster who to gear 12 next. So it's a little bit of a late game review here.
He has a gear 12 This Mar.
raid.
I'm done. He has a gear 12 Visas Mar. I'm done. Oh, look at these gear 12s.
It's a late game question, right? So everyone's at different levels and they're looking for things. So he wants help with the Sith raid and making sure that he's modded correctly. Some of the characters do have to be modded differently for Sith raid compared to arena, right? And then you have the different characters he has at gear 11 and just wants to know which ones he should go next.
Oh God.
So let's honestly try to reevaluate this a little bit, right?
I'm looking at his team and it's like
He's got all of his Night Sisters are gear 12.
right.
So effectively,
So we've got that going for us.
Yeah, there's one or two good teams per phase, right? So let's look at characters that are not gear 12 that he might want to look at.
Gear 12.
No, okay, so Veers. Veers is gear 11. He might consider Veers to gear 12.
I would, yeah.
Right? Okay, let's look at some other characters. Hermit Yoda is not gear 12.
Oh yeah.
We might want to look at that one. Stark is
Slacker.
not gear 12. Stark is not gear 12. We might want to look at Stark.
Well, none of his troopers really look like they're first
you
order.
know, so Snow Trooper, potentially Rebel Officer Leia Organa. There are some teams that work well with Leia that he could use at gear 12. Stormtrooper, gear 12, potentially would be a good choice. So with some of this first order Stormtrooper and first order officer might be some other good choices.
Good roster.
Definitely get Executioner up.
Yeah, you can tell he's working on that.
I mean, he's working. Looks like he's working on Executioner to 7-star, so that one might work out well. Wampa, finish off the Wampa to 7-star. That would be another good choice. Magma Trooper would be another good choice for P1. Fulcrum Ahsoka Tano might be another good choice. And besides that, potentially Ewoks maybe with Wicket to gear 12 might be another good choice.
Might also be worth it to work on bounty hunters a little bit with the upcoming rework if you want to get a head start. Because like I can see Greedo at gear 9, so you might be able just to push him to like gear 10 or 11 in prep for bounty hunter rework. Boba is at gear 11. It may be somebody to push to 12 also because you can get Slave 1 up.
Same with IG-88.
Mm-hmm.
He also wanted to look at mods. So let's kind of look at mods here a little bit. He's got some excellent mods on BB-8. He has some excellent mods on Rey and some excellent mods on GK, all at high 20s for their speed or high teens for their speed. So I think he's got his team decently modded.
This is a nice roster.
It's very attractive. I would agree.
He's been doing his research.
I would agree.
He's been watching our show. Damn it!
You know, I mean, he seems like a player he spent some good time looking at mod.
He has a 12. He has a gear 12 pal. Oh my god!
Well, POW makes sense for the Chex Mix
I know
team.
it does.
He's got a lot of really good secondaries. I think he's doing a great job, and I even think a lot of his mods are in the right place.
Yeah.
Looking at his mods, I think we just keep maintaining, keep doing some research on what he's got going on, and we really kind of look at trying to experiment with some teams.
He really could. I mean, his roster is.
So let's just do a quick summary then, right? So it looks like his mods and everything are okay. He's set for the Sith raid. Let's give our top 3 of the characters that he has that you would push to Gear 12 next. So we'll just go around the corn. The ones that he doesn't have Gear 12, which ones would you push to Gear 12? We'll start with you, Grande, because you were looking at it, I think, the most at this point.
So characters to Gear 12.
Your top 3.
I would do troopers. I would focus on troopers, and so I'd probably just focus on troopers. So, and he could probably do it in almost any order, but I'd probably look at Veers, Stark, and Magma Trooper. Gear 12.
Okay, Ranger. What about you?
Veers and Stark, yes. Snow Trooper would be my pick first if it get to 12, and then also Hermit Yoda. That would be my picks.
Okay, Grim.
Personally, I agree with Grande on this one. Go Stark and Magma Trooper. You have Thrawn. You can with Stark and Magma Trooper. Once you get like a Bayonet on Magma Trooper and put Stark in there, that Phase 1 team does insane damage, and it doesn't take much to do it.
All right, Sanely.
I got nothing. Work on your Imperial Trooper some more, like Short Trooper and Veers. And the Ewoks, I guess that'd make a good team.
All right, and then my suggestion would be Hermit Yoda, Magma Trooper, and Shore Trooper. So those would be my 3. All right, so
he's got some great Zetas. I just jumped in to look on his Zetas a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All of the Zetas he's kind of worked on seem to make sense. If I was to look at a Zeta that he might want to work on, he might want to do Mother Towson's unique.
Mother.
But he's triple Zeted Rey. He's double Zeted CLS. He's already got a Zeta on Scion, and he's already got a Zeta on Palp, and a Zeta on Veers. And he's only single Zeted his crew. He might want to put the second Zeta on crew. That's about it.
All right.
All right, this has been Monster Whale Accounts review with Grande Patron and the rest. Good
That's
Lord.
next week, by the way.
Oh, Lord.
Next week we have it set up, so it's whale review week. We have 5
What a
people
whale wants, what a whale needs.
We're catching up on our roster review. We have 5 people that requested roster reviews for little things here and there, and they're all whales, so next week is going to be whale review.
I'm probably going to pull a Grande right here, but Varangian Vigilante says that roster doesn't need a review. It needs a secretary.
Word?
Yeah, no joke, man.
It's impressive.
Great job on your. That's a really attractive roster.
God, it's so
very.
Especially considering.
If I had this roster, I'd never leave the house, Grande.
Well, here's the other thing is too, and we don't talk about this very much. This is a roster that's under 3 million, but this roster is going to do substantial damage.
Oh God, yes.
So this is another example, and we don't talk about this a whole lot. A lot of people get really caught up in what the player's GP is, and they're like, "Oh, well, if you're not 3.6, you're not crap." This is a great example of someone who has really effective galactic power. They've done everything right in every category without wasting a lot of resources. So just because you see someone's roster and their roster's not 4 mil or their roster's not 3.5 mil does not mean that they are not an excellent player. And this is a perfect example of an excellent player who's spent resources wisely, but who's not 3.5 million.
All right, so I just got my raid rewards, so let's look at them. Let's see, I got 8 MK 11 Blast Tech Weapon Mod Salvage. Okay. I got 5 MK10 Blastech weapon mod salvage. I got a whole MK4 holo projector. Okay. I did get a whole.
What rank did you get?
37. This is at rank 37. So I wanted to see what the lower rank reward would be. I did get a whole MK12 Armatech tactical data. Right, no, is that just one? Is it a whole piece or just the one? Yeah. We'll go look. I got, what, 2 NK7, whatever these are. 2 NK8 Nubian. No, that is a whole salvage, just because this is the salvage here for that same piece. So MK12 Armtech Tactical Data Prototype Savage, and then of course 2 sunglasses, Stevie Wonder sunglasses, I'll call them. So I did get a couple fully crafted pieces and some other salvage.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, it sounds really good.
I mean, not too bad. Yeah, I intentionally didn't go as high. I mean,
much better than the disappointment of the old rewards, the nerfed rewards.
I mean, word. So where to put this on? Should I put it on Vader or finish up Palps? Decisions.
Put it on Vader.
Put it on Vader, you said?
I would.
It's 100 plus 10, 110 tack and plus 55 resistance. You want me to put on Vader? Lord Vader?
That's just my opinion.
Sure. Oh, no, I don't care. I'll put it on Vader.
I mean,
Lord
you
Vader!
run him on your team and you run him on your ship's team, right?
Yeah, I'll put him on Vader.
That's the reason why I said Vader over Palp.
We'll go put him on that. So, got some decent pieces and stuff, you know.
Next question.
Ouchie wants Ranger to sing What a Whale Wants.
What a whale wants, what a whale needs. Whatever makes him happy and free. And I thank it Finn for not being one.
Bimasu, question, is it worth it to Zeta all the Phoenix?
Man, it's a long road to hoe, but if you have them, I would say at
Bimasu has like 20 Zetas saved up.
Yeah.
If you have them, I would say at gear 10, gear 11 or better. I think you'd really like that team. However, I'd probably tell you to make sure you keep 2 Zetas in the rear.
Well, all I have to say on the matter is friends don't let friends Zeta Zeb.
You can say that, but I don't really think Zeta is the worst in the game. So, especially if you're going all in on Phoenix, it's not the worst Zeta there is out there.
True.
And if you're gonna go all in, I mean, you might as well go all in.
Ranger, I'm gonna probably misinterpret what he's saying, but I don't care. Here's a challenge for you based on what Nathaniel Morgan said.
Mm-hmm.
Can you sing What a Whale Wants in the voice of Emperor Palpatine?
No, and I'm not going to.
Oh.
Yes, my apprentice. What a whale wants.
That's awful, Grande. Don't do that. I find your lack of key tonization disturbing, Grande Patron. It was I who allowed Ranger to sing that song.
Oh, man.
Next question.
Trevor Christensen, question, do you think we'll see Darth Vader's Zeta leader become meta when Traya starts to see play? Her unique ability could start to really hurt her team when Vader's lead makes dots not disappear.
No.
I mean,
no.
How many Traya leaders are we really going to see? I think they're going to try it once, realize there's a perfect counter to it, and go back to something else.
Yeah, for me still, but again, I could change my mind on this, right? I just think Palp lead with the Triumphant Invader is going to be really sick. But I don't.
I see people doing the whole, yeah, I got Treya, let's put her as leadership. Yeah, I got Treya, let's go back to EP and put Treya in there.
Exactly.
So.
Because, EP, to be honest, I feel EP will always be the better choice for a Sith Empire leadership because of that turn meter generation.
I am the Senate. All right, next question.
Darth Skywalker. Question: is Night Sister Spirit underrated?
Yes.
I would agree. The problem is I can't find a really great team to put her on.
Yeah.
I like her in Territory Wars to take out a single remaining Zeta Kylo Ren. She is a one-on-one beast against Kylo Ren.
You're a one-on-one beast, Finn.
It's true though. She just keeps on putting up foresight on herself. So whenever he does,
that was a compliment, Dr. Finn. God, you're so.
I don't know. You've been talking about eating porgs and everything for the last few days.
That's true. We haven't discussed eating porgs today. Has anybody come up with some more delicious ways of cooking porgs or serving porgs or enjoying a porg? Sautéed porgs, maybe with some mushrooms and a nice wine sauce with butter.
Pork tamales.
I like them with Chianti and fava beans.
Tamales.
Porg fajitas.
Oh my God, we could corner the goddamn market with this, Grim.
Damn it! Now I'm hungry for fajitas.
I'm hungry for pork.
What about pork asado?
Pork what?
El Porgo as El Sado.
Pork asado. Pork barbacoa.
Oh. It's just so many endless possibilities.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next question, please. Before Finn head explodes.
I have 7 by 92. Question. Okay, so if Trey is so OP, then what is the lineup with her that works that great? I'm trying to spend Zetas for future unlocking Treya 7 weeks.
It's going to be this triumvirate. It's going to be Scion, Treya, and Nihilus. But if you put that combination with Vader and Emperor Palpatine lead, my dear Lord in heaven, it's going to be a pain in the ass to beat. It can be beat, though. I mean, the game's designed for that. It's going to be a pain in the ass. But, yeah, I look at that team just on paper, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be, or that's going to be the final team that Trey is going to be sick on. Someone will come up with a combination. We'll be like, well, that's the new meta. If you think about the characters before this, right? OG Han and General Kenobi are sick, disgustingly good that can be used in a lot of places. We just haven't thought yet of where we could put Trey yet, or where she'll work. She's a really damn awesome character. The possibilities once you start playing around with her and coming up with shit is going to be fantastic. So, yep.
Yeah, I think she's going to be awesome, just not on leadership.
No, I just don't see her leader. But other than that, oh, Lord, she does so much. It's just sick. It's sick. All right, let's get another question.
Eric Estrella. Question: I'm aiming to build the typical EP lead team. How fast should Scion be? Or should I make him tanky instead of speedy?
Tanky with speed. But you want a combination of both, but he's not the one you want the fastest. It's Vader, then it's Thrawn, then EP, and then down the line. But, you want him. I'd say 190 to 200 in that range with your speed, right? You do want him to get going, but he's gonna get all that term. He's gonna get all the benefits for being in that team. So I think that's about what you want. But you want him. You want him beefy. All right, next question.
DSP question: is it just me, or do Sir Loki and Grimm sound so similar?
No, they don't.
No, they do not sound similar at all.
Not even close.
Have we seen them in the same room before?
Let the conspiracy begin. I have never seen them in the same room before.
Trust me, we probably don't look alike at all.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe that's what you want us to think, Grimm or Loki.
They don't sound similar to me at all.
But that could just be a slight change of the voice there, Grande. Put on your aluminum hat. Let's think about this.
It's a conspiracy, man.
Super conspiracies. All right, okay, I'm done thinking about this. That's baloney. All right, let's move on.
Paul Morgan questioned: how do you make standalone most effective?
Well, you need to have the rock music playing in the background. That's number one, the key important thing from Godsmack. And then, really, it's just RNG. You want to get to where you get... There's videos on this, but it's really... You want the RNG to where Han's got his stuff, and then you got your 4 attackers, and then you just start wailing on Treya. Han, when you set it up, right? And I think the initial way, Team Money actually had a good point. You want the initial, the lightsabers, if you don't get this, you want to go back out and go back in, is if they don't have Retribution on, they want, like the other buff, she doesn't care. But, if 2 or more have Retribution, go back out, go back in, right? If you get that, then you do your thing, you do your buffs, and then just stand alone. Once Han does his buff where he's got the ×2, you're going to knock the snot out of Treya. I've seen some crazy hits with Han with 4 attackers doing 100% with Deathmark and all that stuff on her. Oh my God, it's disgusting.
# maximum effort.
Word? That's true. All right, next question.
Bimasu questioned: what order should you focus on bounty hunters?
Boba Fett number 1. Hands down. I'm going to say Sam Wessel too. Boy, I'm getting more impressed the more I'm using her and getting her gear, a little bit of gear. She's not bad. She does a lot of really good stuff.
I wouldn't really work on her just yet, because remember, the bounty hunter we work is only the classic bounty hunters, not the Clone Wars bounty hunters.
No, that's true. I'm just saying for me, who's the best bounty hunters, and who you should work on. But
I do agree with you, though. Zam is awesome.
Because Cad Bane sucks. Dengar sucks. Greedo's actually pretty damn decent, because once you get him some gear and stuff, and you start throwing those thermals, he does some nice things. I mean, Sam and Greedo combination has really been paying off for me, more than anything. I think that's the 5, right? Am I missing one? I mean, IG-88 does what IG-88 does. He's one you should farm. He's just a good solid piece. Not the greatest piece, but does AoE block, and when you have debuffs on the enemy,
like a truck.
Yeah,
too.
once you start getting those debuffs on those enemy, that's what makes Zam and Greedo so effective. They're throwing debuffs everywhere, and IG-88 on a single target really hits super hard. I mean, he's pretty nice. But again, the thing that the bounty hunters are missing is not that they can't hit hard, is that they can't take a hit. They just start getting pummeled, so it makes it difficult to they don't have any control. I mean, Cad Bane's not the best at it. It's a lot. So they're missing some pieces. So hopefully the rework addresses those things. So we'll see what happens. But I would say Boba Fett. Who do you think, Grim? Boba Fett, who should they work on second? IG-88, that's an easy farm.
Yeah, I'd say IG-88, since, I mean, I seriously doubt when they change them they'll make him hit any less harder than he already does. and and then it would be a toss-up between Greedo and Dengar, really.
Yeah. So, but yeah, start with those and work your way down. All right. Next question, please. Poor favor.
Trevor Christensen. Question: with Mace Windu's eventual rework, what do you guys think would need to be added to his kit to make Jedi viable? I think Shatterpoint could cause enemies to be fractured and take extra damage from Jedi.
I would love to see that in Vapad. I mean, the two things that Shatterpoint and Vapad are two things that Mace needs, hands down. Vapad in the sense that if he's facing any dark side user or basically Sith, anybody in that realm, anybody that uses the dark side, he's got advantages for. And then Shatterpoint, I could see where they work Shatterpoint to where he can focus on an enemy Shatterpoint, and then they get bonuses damage against that character. I mean, there's a lot of things in different directions they can go, but the way he is now, it's pretty underwhelming for a Jedi of his stature. And this is just Jedi in general. I mean, they're just, a few pieces here and there, but overall it's like, meh. $2 from Bimatsu says, thanks for the answer. Spam forever. Well, I wouldn't go that far. For you, yes, I know. Spam forever. We understand.
I don't know. Spam when prepared right is amazing.
Optimus, where's the sponsor button? The sponsor button is at the very top. That's where you can just hit $4.99. You can sponsor us up there. The super chat's the one on the bottom. So there's one on the bottom with the $, that's super chat, chat, and then the very top button up top is the sponsorship button. So that's how that works.
If you're on your phone, it's going to be kind of hard to figure out.
Yeah, let me see. Where is it on the phone? I don't know. Is super chat available on the phone? I'm not super chat, but the
sponsorship. I don't think sponsorship is, but super chat is on mobile.
Yeah, it could be because So you do super chat, but if you want to sponsor, then you just look at YouTube on your computer or whatever. Yeah, and then you can do that.
It says this feature is not available in my area.
Well, it could be your phone. I'm saying,
Or it could be, is he in the U.S.? Who knows? That's weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We have sponsors from whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. I don't know why they don't have it. You can do super chat, but you can't do sponsorship. YouTube does some stupid things sometimes. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy, Grande.
Especially where we gain like six subscribers and then lose 7.
I don't understand it. Recently, we're at 3,082, but we've been having this influx. I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube. It just pissed me off. They live in Barbados. I'm on my desktop and... Oh, well, that sucks. Maybe it's not available, Optimus? I don't know.
There are other ways to donate to you, though,
yeah,
right?
You can do the super chat function, or you can go to the homepage. We've got, you can just hit support the channel and donate that way. So there's lots of ways to do it. Super chat on the bottom, or you just go to the homepage and you can donate there. So there you go. All right, next question, please, sir, if you would, please.
Tom Tiberius. Question: is it worth it to put a Zeta on First Order TIE Pilot and Stormtrooper? If you mean First Order Stormtrooper, yes. If you mean regular Stormtrooper, no.
No.
Agreed.
First Order Stormtrooper is freaking amazing with that Zeta. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I really do like that Zeta.
I love it. I'm just sitting here, with all the battles I do, I just watch it and it's like counter, assist, counter, assist, buff, assist. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. I would not recommend spending a Zeta on First Order TIE Pilot because Once you get Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot, the regular TIE pilot goes on the bench.
Yeah.
You no longer use them anymore.
I really
Or
like
if you
this
got, or if you got Fox as well.
Oh yeah, Fox. Oh my God.
He'd go on the bench as well. The only time it wouldn't go on the bench is if you had him gear 12 plus the 3 pieces. So even though you have him 7-starred, you might still leave him on there. But potentially those other 2 would be a better replacement once they got to like gear 10, gear 11.
Though actually, Bimasu just brought up a point that just dawned on me is the Zeta could be usable if you use his ship a lot, because that would mean more speed for his ship.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you could get away with using them as, under a Phasma lead as a second First Order.
That's true, yeah. All right. Next question.
Varangian Vigilante. Question for Grande. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Oh, snap.
Yes.
The egg came first.
What are you basing this on?
Well, a chicken was born as an egg from something that wasn't a chicken.
Well, where did the egg come from then?
The egg came from something that wasn't a chicken.
But you're assuming that so if we go through evolution, right? So evolution states that we came from single-celled organisms that became multi-cell organisms that became down the line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of our genetic stuff, it was never part of laying eggs. It was just mass reproduction, right? Replication, right? So when the first creature that started to become a chicken, are you saying that they came from an egg that became a mutation that became a chicken, or are you saying there was something before that?
Oh, I'm sure there was something before that. I don't know what it is. I'm just saying that the first thing was that a chicken was born from something that wasn't a chicken, which means it was first an egg and then it hatched and became.
Well, not all animals lay eggs. It could have been a live birth and then it mutated into something that laid eggs.
That's incredibly possible.
See, I'd say that the chicken.
It's also possible that if we're looking at creationist theory, that
creationist theory.
We're saying that I'm just as an example. If it was a creationist theory, it could easily have been that there was an egg that then hatched into a chicken. Well, so that's why the egg came first in either one of those scenarios.
Well, yeah, but
that part, Grande. On the 7th day, God created barbecue chicken, and it was awesome.
That's right.
That's right. And on the 8th day, He created barbecued pork.
Well, that's right.
So I'm trying to create an answer that works for both main theories out there in popular culture or in the conventional wisdom. That's science.
Well, some of it's science, some of it's we're not going to into
science. Yeah.
Pseudoscience, if you will.
Matthew Simpson, which Old Republic Jedi would you like to see as counters to the Sith trio?
Oh, dang.
Well, you've got
our Lord and Savior.
Well, no, Lord Revan can go any way he wants, right? And he wasn't, but what was the Redeemed?
It's freaking Mace Windu, guys.
No, it's not Mace Windu. He's not Old Republic, Grande.
No, but I'm saying that he should have Sith. He should be anti-Sith.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Oh, yeah, I agree with that. Oh, yeah.
I'm saying that Mace Windu should be the most anti-Sith character we have.
But let's think of Jedi from the Old Republic. I mean, you've got Bastila Shan. You've got what other Jedi? I mean, there's so many Jedi from that period that you could go with. I mean, what's the name of the Jedi that defeated Trey and Nihilus and them? What's her name? She was redeemed. She was a Jedi. The fallen Jedi.
Oh, the exile or
the exile? Was it she the exile? I can't think of
Mara. It started with an M. Hold on a second.
Yeah, look it up, please.
Mitra Surik.
There you go. You got her. There's just so many great Jedi from that period that you can go with. I mean, just thinking about it's just making my head spin. But yeah, there's a couple right there. All right, next question.
Thane Kyrell, question: would Ranger eat spam if it were made out of porg?
Of course, it's made out of porg. That's science.
Corey Delmeyer, question: any tankless teams good for defense in territory wars?
Any what now?
Any tankless teams good for defense in territory wars?
No.
No. No and no.
In other words, what we're saying is you will just be giving the opposing guild free points.
Yeah. Optimus says, just noted to Joshua, well, that would be me from RSG. Well, that's right. Well, thank you very much, Optimus. We very much appreciate that. You the man.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that would be on the home YouTube homepage. That's just our PayPal, goes directly to us. YouTube doesn't get a cut. Screw YouTube. Taking all our monies. All right, next question.
David Lee, question: who do I replace with Fox, Xylo or First Order TIE Fighter pilot?
Who do you replace Fox for? Is that what he's asking?
Yeah.
I tend to like, so the lineup you want to do is crew, First Order officer, First Order stormtrooper, right? I would say for your TIE fighter, probably put Fox in there. Because some people like to keep Xylo in there, but you could go, instead of Xylo, First Order Special Forces TIE fighter pilot. It's up to you. I mean, there's a debate about which is better, but
well, yeah, the most optimal First Order team is, of course, Unmasked as lead. You got Executioner, Stormtrooper, Special TIE pilot, and First Order officer.
Agreed.
That's the most optimal First Order team right now.
I agree. It's hard to argue with your logic, Grim, for you're wise and powerful. With your First Order
Only
knowledge. It's like anything outside First Order, you're like Rain Man. It's like, what about Princess Leia? Spend 5 million crystals on her. Definitely 5 million crystals. You get some First Order questions, he's on like a blue bonnet. All right, next question, please, Sir Stanley, if you would.
David Lee said that, that last question, he doesn't have Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot.
So I would take out your regular TIE Fighter pilot, put in Fox, and then rock and roll. I think that team, because you'll get the Terminator with Kylo when you're running it. You could definitely go with that.
Yeah, to be honest, if you don't have the Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot, the regular TIE Fighter pilot will work just as well until you can get Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot.
Yeah, but if you're going to replace somebody, I would rather replace the TIE Fighter pilot with Fox and keep your Xylo in there for now until you get him via Special Forces. You can rock and roll with that. Okie dokie.
We're all caught up on questions.
Sweet baby Jesus and holy moly in the Fraholy. Guys, we did it. It was a long journey. We tried, we were walking through the desert, but we got to the end. We came to salvation and water. We did it, guys. We did it.
Hey, how about an off-topic question since
Sure.
we got 6 minutes left? How excited are you guys for Infinity Wars?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I think it's going to be incredible. I pretty much have said this. I think the month of May, because what Infinity Wars comes out in 2 weeks, end of April, beginning of May, right?
The 26th, I think, right?
Yeah, so right there before that. But I mean, I'm basically going to be living in the movie theater. You know, I mean, my God. And I'm going to wait for the movies, you know, give it a couple weeks for all of them to launch, right? And then in May, I'm just going to go in there and watch all of them.
Yeah.
You know, spend 8 hours in the movie theater going from one theater to the next, watching each movie.
Yeah, I mean, like, we get Deadpool 2 and Infinity War. It's,
and the new Star Wars movie. Oh, my God!
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of which, there's a new trailer for Deadpool 2 out today.
I know, I love Deadpool.
Ooh, I have to check that one out. Deadpool is my favorite Marvel character, man. It's so awesome. We got one more
some of us, Optimus, some of us do play Marvel Strike Force. I do not. I do Battlefront and some other games. That would be Grim. Who else here is doing my mobile or Marvel Strike Force? Grim.
I'm the only one. But
okay.
I know T-Money plays it.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of
Tits
people who play
plays it, though not as much as she wants to. A bunch of the RSG guys in Discord play it. It's a fun game. It's a nice change of scenery from Galaxy Heroes every now and again.
Science, eh?
Artorias Drac-Knight. Question, what order should I gear up the Imperial Troopers, excluding Stormtrooper and Death Trooper?
Stark
and Veers. I mean, those two are the
Stark,
ones.
Veers,
You gotta
Shore.
get those, yeah. Those two are what make the team go around the world and rock and roll. So, all right. You know what? I think that's all the questions. Now, Finn is still working on. Finn, do we have a timeline yet? Any ETA on when stuff's going to be up again?
Screw all of you porg-eating bastards.
So that was said. So, can you answer the questions, or are you going to be a baby?
No.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
No.
Would you do it for 2 Scooby snacks?
No.
Well, then there's no pleasing you. Well, so you heard it here first. Finity does not care about you guys anymore because you're all being very mean to him about his porgs. Oh, yeah, Stanley, that's right. But that's the baby Finn. So if you have any hatred of why the show's not up, so you can direct those to Finn in our Discord. Finn, you know we would never eat porgs unless we were hungry.
That's because they're made up. If they were in front of you, you would cut one open right now.
Damn right I would, Finn. I'll eat anything. You forget,
Like
I have starved
porg
before.
Sandwich?
Brother, if I'm starving and a porg's in front of me, I don't care. Chewbacca, those other porgs can look at me.
What
I'll
if
be
it's
like,
spam?
oh, I'll eat spam too, for Christ's sake. I mean,
There we go, Bimasu. I got him to say it. Okay.
Well, no, let's be real. Let's
no,
be.
too late,
Hold
too late.
on,
You said
hold
you
on,
eat
hold on.
Too
Finn.
late. Too late.
Let's be real. If you have
Game
ever
over,
starved
you said you
before,
eat-
you will eat anything. I've eaten snake. I've eaten all kinds of crap that I never
That
thought I'd
doesn't
eat.
matter. Bimasu, I'll audio clip that for you at some point. Just
No,
make sure you
who
tag
would
this
not
time.
eat food if you're starving?
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
No,
Bimasu,
I'm not going to eat
just make sure you
spam.
get the
I'm going to
time
die
and I'll
of
get it.
starvation because I have principle.
Yeah,
Get
well,
that
now you
crap.
said you'll eat spam, so now Bimasu's world is all happy.
Hmm.
So, with regards to the video, the episode from yesterday
Uh-huh.
is going to be up probably in about an hour or so. So just keep an eye out for that. If you are subscribed to the channel, you'll get a notification that it's up. If you're in the RSG Discord, I'll put it in the RSG Media channel as well, so you'll get the notification there. And there are a couple of other videos too. So we have, if you didn't catch it yesterday, I put up a mod review.
Yes.
Just on how to optimize speed. So if you guys haven't seen it, we've gone over how to get like maximum speed out of your mods during the lunch stream. but sometimes I know it's hard to follow. So the video there has the visuals, so you can kind of see the diagram that I'm talking about with the 6 boxes and how you guys can optimize that. So that's available on our site already. It was posted yesterday. Later today, once the episode from yesterday is finished uploading, I'm gonna put up a Battlefront 2 video. It's just a fun video with some of the clips from Ranger and Vancelli playing Battlefront 2. So you guys can check that out. And then I think that's it for the new videos right now. We have some stuff coming in the next couple of weeks that should be pretty exciting. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Was there another video you're thinking about, Ranger, or were those the ones?
No, they're talking about the video for yesterday's show.
Okay, so yesterday's show should be up in about an hour.
Okay, good.
And then I'm hoping by the Battlefront video will be up later this evening.
Okay, good. Yeah, so speaking of Battlefront, we will be doing some Battlefront here. I'm going to set the event for 3 o'clock. Because Vasily should be home from school by then, and we can do some stuff. We've upgraded a lot of our character looks and stuff like that. So we'll play for 4 or 5 hours, take a break, and then you guys can lead us right into the Nerfers stream with Team Money, good old Marie's,
Teals and
Darth Bob, yeah, all the crew and stuff. You know, I mean, they make things super fun. So yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Thank you everybody for who donated. RW is the stream almost over. Yeah, we're about to end it right now. RW, so but you can go back and listen to it, and you can listen to it by go back on YouTube, and you can go back and listen to it, and we'll follow the chat and everything. Or you can go back to you can check us out on iTunes, and then you can download it and listen to it as a podcast whenever you like. So there's lots of listening options for you. But make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, guys. We really appreciate all that support that you guys are showing us. We're going to keep streaming. You guys keep watching, and I mean it's a match made in heaven. Just got to go get some pork sandwiches. So everyone have a great rest of your day. On behalf of myself, Grim, the mechanic, Stanley the apprentice, Finn the medicine woman, Grande the French tickler. Did I miss anybody? I think that was it, right? That's the whole crew for today. Everyone be cool. Have a great rest of your day. Check us out on Battlefront. Check out for those videos that are about to be launched here soon. And we will holler at you later. Peace.